You don't need a fursuit to be a furry. But what if this phrase got a new meaning in the recent times?
A brand new
Fursuit? That's right, and it's certainly been a bit annoying for both the public in general, but more specifically for fursuit makers in general. A phrase that turns into a cliche typically describes a situation that, whether you like it or not, is a reality.
Oh yeah, my spatula got an update. Do you like it?
Yeah. As I was saying, in our fandom there are many phrases like that. These cliches are funny, but they have a level of approximate reality, if that makes any sense. Like, for example, a big number of furries are about s, or most furries are suspiciously wealthy, or for example that foxes are... Okay, no, not that one. But there's a phrase that describes a halfway white lie. Many say you don't need a fursuit to be a furry, and while it's true, you actually need a fursuit to participate in most of the furry fandom's activities and actually get that juicy clout many chase after. And hear me out, I don't sit with the attention-seeking side of the fandom. I believe there's more to just situational silly jokes, but in that mixture of ideas, the desire to get a fursuit by certain makers marks a rebirth of that "you don't need a fursuit" phrase. This phrase is interesting because it provokes untrue ideas about gatekeeping, elitist fursuit makers, and the whole culture of passive-aggressively rejecting what's better than what we actually have.
For what? Well, for fame, I guess.
I've made a YouTube video about this explaining in more details, but in brief words, these comments to fursuit makers and other furries in general expose a side of furries that is not very friendly. Think about the new fursuit styles, for example. If this criticizing mindset had been present in the past, chances are that older, more vintage styles could have taken more time to move to more modern, appealing styles. Remember that criticizing someone just because you can't have it is silly. But it makes you look even sillier when you criticize something that you, in the future, can have. Like, can you fursuit, for example? Remember, these body-size rugs are not a basic human right. They are a luxury, and as anything in this world, they can be purchased with enough saving and time. Don't be dummy and enjoy the fandom's creativity. If you want a fursuit, save and make a fursuit maker feel loved by your admiration. If you have something bad to say, filter it out by asking yourself if you'd like to receive the same comment. If the answer is no, well, then it goes without saying it's bad. Even if you can't get a fursuit yet, don't worry. This fandom is for more than just the fursuits, and it's actually not needed to be part of this great community. We all love it because